Well, I nominated the Friends of Summerhill for this award because I really do think that it's an outstanding community group in terms of what it's managed to achieve in such a short space of time, and just the sense of community that's been brought about because of its very presence.
Our main area of activity is the bowling club. We took over this site in early 2011. We found out in 2010 that it was going to be closed down and sold on the commercial property market. We rescued it and took it into community ownership as a group of residents, and since then we've been doing a huge amount of renovations and trying to make this space, which is really at the heart of our community, into a thriving resource that can be used by everyone. So in some ways I like to see ourselves as a village hall in the city. So believe it or not, Westgate Ward is actually the ward with the highest rate of child poverty in Newcastle. So even if we can provide some small service, some small way of alleviating some of those issues, then I feel like we've made a difference to the community.
I've just become a gardener for the first time. I mean, it's a great place where you can bring your skills, but you can also develop and extend new skills. So I don't know anything about gardening, and a community garden, community allotment has just started up, and so I'm taking part in that. I'm learning all sorts of new things that I was completely unaware of before.
The vast majority of this organisation is still volunteer run. It has to be, really, in order to sort of make it work. We're very lucky around the Summerhill area because we have a huge strength in depth of the kind of things that people can offer, the kind of things that people can do for us. We've drawn on people's networks, we've used people's contacts mercilessly where we've had to, we've begged, we've borrowed everything we possibly can.
People that you might have met in the street and nodded to, you find yourself working on projects with, on various events, and it sort of strengthens the bonds between you. There's such a lot to do in the greens and the surrounding area, but it's developing. Every time I come, somebody's been working on something, and it's much nicer than it was before. You can see how things are developing.
If you put your mind to it, it can be achieved. I mean, I know that sounds a bit of a cliche, but at the beginning we got knocked back by so many funders. And so many people said, yes, well, you haven't proved the need, and yes, but we're supporting something else just around the corner and we can't really support you too. Well, let them say that, because if you believe in it and you want it to happen, you can make it happen. Our grand ambition, as I said, is to make Summerhill one of the best places to work and visit and to live in Newcastle. And I think we're some way towards making that happen.